Hello, my name is Dan Allington. I just want to welcome you to this video, and today we're going to be discussing social media lead generation. Now, what we're going to do today is that we're going to discuss obviously each one of these, but we're going to discuss it in a different way to the way other people discuss it. What we're going to be discussing today is really how to categorize and how to treat each of these social media obviously websites, and how that we're actually going to use them effectively in our business strategy. Okay, so I'm assuming people who are watching this, especially you, that you have like a network marketing opportunity, and obviously you want to sell it and you want to promote it. Now, one of the things that all of these, from my experience, all of these have in common is that basically these are social environments, obviously, where you're going to have to interact and build relationships. Okay, this isn't, you know, like the days, for example, of Google AdWords, for example, when you do your keyword research, you put an ad up, hit the button and it runs, and then just leads seem just to flow into your account. Obviously, when you tested it properly, leads will basically just arrive and you never have to talk to them and all that kind of thing. I'm afraid it doesn't work like that. Where you're going to find Facebook is, you know, obvious. We all know it. We all know, the kind of people, probably the kind of friends that you've got, etc., etc., and all this kind of thing. But one of the things that you need to be aware of is that the kind of people who, for example, who are on Facebook aren't necessarily the same caliber of people that are going to be on LinkedIn. Okay, so there is a difference about the way that you market. Okay. So obviously the key thing that we need to consider, obviously, with Facebook is that we really need to get out the habit of having a reputation of being a spammer, for example. We need to have a reputation of being very putting out the kind of messages which are entertaining, maybe a little bit of information, all that kind of thing. We're not going to be leading with our business opportunity. We're obviously going to be encouraging people to get to know us. Okay, so for example, when you have your Facebook page, you're not going to be putting links in there about your frigging business opportunity. You're going to be putting in the information. You're going to be talking. You're going to be laughing, joking. You're going to be attracting people to you. Hence, attraction marketing. Okay. The next thing we're going to be discussing here is obviously Twitter. Now, one of the things with Twitter is that we only have 140 characters. Okay. Now, one of the things that I recommend seriously with Twitter is avoiding spamming your links, because it just doesn't look very good. It's the same rule really that applies with Facebook. Essentially what we're trying to do is we're trying to build a relationship here with the people who are our followers, and the people we're following as well. People who are basically on Twitter. We need to obviously build a relationship with them. We need to create value. So also we maybe want to think about doing interesting quotes, anything you might find amusing, links to things that you find interesting, not necessarily the stuff that you do. You need to get into the habit of retweeting other people's tweets, something that I've started doing, and I seem to get good results with it. It's really, really good for relationship building. It's a good way of reaching out to leaders, because one of the things you really need to be aware of, especially if you're building a network marketing company, okay, is that people are watching you. Okay, people who are leaders, who are in other organisations, they're watching you. If they see you just doing spamming and not really having any raw marketing skill, it's very unlikely that you're going to find yourself working with them in the future. And believe me, it is a good idea really to hook up and network with these people, because you never know how they're going to affect your career. Normally, if you do it right, in a very positive way. Okay, so that's Twitter. Google Plus. I've been experimenting with Google Plus, and I didn't realise how powerful it actually is. And a lot of people don't really spend a lot of time with it. They basically think that they need to hang around Facebook. They don't really know anything else. One of the things about Google Plus has got a lot in common with Facebook, but it's slightly different. I recommend definitely trying it out. You do, for example, you can have Google Plus pages, which I've set up. Obviously they do video hosting, which obviously they've got the benefit of YouTube as well. But I uploaded to my Google Plus page a video, so that's quite interesting. So I definitely recommend playing around there. And also another advantage really with Google Plus is that it's largely untouched by all the people desperately trying to promote their network marketing opportunities. So definitely check out Google Plus, because I'm going to be spending a lot of time there in the future. Next thing is Pinterest. Now, when I first heard about Pinterest, I thought it was just going to be a bunch of women posting their very, very pretty pictures of, people working out, yoga, fairy cakes, chocolate cakes, and things like that. And well, a lot of my first thoughts actually are true, but it's actually a really good way of, of connecting with people and all that kind of thing. Again, it's the same kind of rules that apply to everything else. Really, is getting your personality across first. People buy from people. I keep talking about that, but it's very, very true. Okay, so I would definitely encourage you also to do lots of pictures, interact, do some likes. I'm not sure really how effective the comments are, but try it out. Definitely worth it. Try and be consistent. I think the key thing to the game for all of this, anything network marketing, is consistency. Work on that. That's the absolute focus. And finally, want to discuss LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very, very different beast to all of these. Okay, I actually checked it out, and I think it's very, very impressive. And what you're going to find is that a lot of people on there, you know, they're often going to be from Fortune 500 companies, you know, the big time executives and all this kind of thing. They think very, very differently. You know, they're very, very they're money making minded, they're very career orientated, they're very, very focused, but they're also very, very professional. So there's no way that you can go onto LinkedIn and have the same approach that you would do with Facebook, because it's just not going to work, and they're going to laugh at you. It's not worth doing. I recommend, if you want to get real quality prospects, I definitely recommend checking out LinkedIn and getting your feet wet. I wouldn't try. There's some really good training in MLM Lead System Pro for LinkedIn, so I definitely recommend that you check that out. But anyway, so there you go. That is basically social media lead generation. Okay, I didn't necessarily talk about squeeze pages and paid media, paid traffic, because I know everybody else who's using that keyword probably does exactly that. So I didn't. But what I think I really needed to get across to you here is the main primary differences between the different social media, the key social media websites. Obviously there's a lot more, but we're just sticking with the main ones, okay? Right, okay, so I hope you like what I just gave you there. What I would like to do is actually recommend a link to you, which is onlinebusinesssuccess.biz. Lead generation solutions. Click on the link, enter your name, enter your email address, go through, watch the free video, and I know you're gonna love it. And we'll take it from there. Anyway, Dan Adlington signing off. Have a great day. Bye bye.